Yes.
It's the happy birthday
It's the happy
song
birthday song.
from Stevie Wonder.
Hey everybody, it is the Impact Radio Show, and if you couldn't already tell, somebody got a year older.
Yeah.
At some point this week, I ain't gonna do
did.
it. Yes,
I
she
did.
celebrated her birthday this
I
week.
did.
We just wanted to say happy birthday to Miss Doing Talk.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But before we get too far into it, we want you guys to make sure that you do business with one of the oldest and trailblazing female-led news enterprises, the Florida Star. Make sure that you guys subscribe. You can get it via print. You can get it downloaded to your phone. You can get it in your email. Make sure you subscribe. Go to thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm checking all kinds of things out. Thank you for that introduction. I appreciate it, dear.
So you was 4 years old last month. You 5 years old now. How does it feel being a year old?
It feels. I'm losing teeth. No, let me stop.
Not you losing teeth. You definitely losing balance. You almost killed yourself twice. You just walking around the house yesterday.
That's because all the kids are home. It has nothing to do with my balance.
It was.
We live with a soccer team.
We do live with a soccer team.
But, I'm super excited. It's been a great week. We had a nice little spring break.
We did.
So it's been an excellent week getting back into the swing of things.
I just want to know how they walk back in the door and in one day eat half the groceries that we stored up
and then go to sleep. And everybody's been taking long naps, which I don't know if that's good or bad.
See, you know what it is. The teacher's like, wait, we ain't acclimated back.
Yeah.
We gonna send y'all outside until
running raggedy.
Definitely. But hey, we had some fun this weekend. We went up to South Carolina. I'm gonna say the city wrong. So what was it?
Orangeburg.
I done say Orange Grove, Orange Blossom. Yeah, we was in Orangeburg.
It's because you're from Florida.
South Carolina, up to a couple of Geechee festival, and it was fun. We had some good behind food.
Met a lot of great people. A lot of people doing the work, and that's really what it's about. It's not just about showing up and looking nice, which we
always
with the African gentlemen tend to do naturally, but it is always about getting the work done and helping the community.
I would definitely say it was the best weather I ever had going up there. It was like crystal clear skies. It was good temperature. The wind was something else though, but
yeah, little to no bugs.
Thank God for the wind. But it was definitely fun. We had the DJ was the most interesting part about that entire event. No comment. But yeah, that was it. It was interesting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to we're going back up there again in Juneteenth. Because we met some people up there that's actually doing the work, and South Carolina's like our second state, so we're gonna go over there and see if we can meet some more of our cousins and come back with some more fun stuff to tell you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know I am. Man, what you got in store for us for this impact moment, CJ?
So the last time I had a chance to talk to y'all, we talked about the sin of gatekeeping. We're going to literally talk about you gatekeeping yourself. So this impact moment is going to be move self, get out the way.
Get out thine way.
Right, because I can't have AJ play Ludacris. We'll never be back on again. But yeah, move self. get out the way.
Goodness.
Man, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be deep.
How many of y'all tired of being in your own way? Yeah, it's gonna be one of them type situations.
As it should be. Well, we're gonna look at some headlines from the Florida Star because that's what we normally do. And I know I didn't send it to you, but I just got it myself.
Shout out over here.
Global protests on April 5th. Cities unite against Trump and Musk. So, if you didn't know, this is the T. There is a scheduled demonstration from coast to coast on April 5th. Cities unite against Trump and Musk. That is on the front page. Please stay involved. And women were celebrated in Duval County by the mayor, a lady herself, Donna Deacon,
Right.
good friend of ours. There is a 160th birthday celebration. Happy birthday to Abraham Lincoln Lewis. And if you don't know who he is, you need to get to know him. What you remember about Abraham Lincoln Lewis, CJ?
He basically was the person that I stole my Kingdom Builders format from, but he definitely made sure that African Americans had life insurance, you know, and educated us on it and try to help us be financially literate. But, you know, there's a real nice museum up in Fernandina that you can go and visit to learn about his life. The Abraham Lincoln Lewis Museum. We're gonna be doing some stuff up there, as a matter of fact. So
yes, looking forward to that. The life of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune is in here for a good little Women's History Month read, as well as information about Tupac Shakur's murder trial. Apparently, the trial of the alleged killer, Keith D., has been postponed to February of next year. So, I mean, is delayed justice justice? We come across this question once again as Black people.
Yeah, I think they finally caught Jack the Ripper too, didn't they? Didn't they finally catch?
Yeah, it's wild.
Wow.
Now, also, just for you to understand, this is from last week, the front page. The Gaza resettlement that they're talking about is targeting Africa. So apparently they'll be having people resettle to Africa for that Gaza resettlement thing. So interesting little tidbit. Thought you all should know. Well, CJ, we are up against an ad break. I want to give you all the time you need for that impactful moment because last time you kind of went in.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's go ahead and hit this ad break up right quick. And when we return, we'll be back with your impactful moment that you don't want to miss.
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned, y'all. Speaking truth to power. Oh, more happy birthday vibes. I can't be mad at it, y'all. Can you be mad at it? No. You should celebrate yourself. as hard as you work, make sure you celebrate yourself.
You age like a vampire anyway, so
What?
King.
Get into the impactful moment, man.
Hey everybody, you know what time it is. It is time for your impact moment, brought to you by Kingdom Builders, where we are bringing the church to the community. Because what is the church if not a community that is centered and bound together by the law of Christ? So you know what we're gonna talk about today? We're gonna talk about getting out of your own way. So why do you think it is sometimes hard, babe, for people to see that sometimes our biggest obstacle is us?
Because we don't ever want to be the problem. Like we don't ever want to see ourselves as the problem.
Yeah, that's wild. Because the thing that I even realized as we was talking about gatekeeping last week is that we're the gatekeep ourselves. You know that? You do a lot of talk about changing your inner monologue. And a lot of times people be speaking the wildest stuff into existence on themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you got anything about, what are some of the things you do to help you kind of change your inner monologue?
Sometimes recognizing when I'm saying something negative to myself, if it's something that I wouldn't say to like my kids or somebody I love, like my sister, then I shouldn't be saying it to myself, and just kind of recognizing those moments when I speak like that to kind of stop and say, no, I'm working hard on it, or try and make it a more of a positive thing. And then, those affirmations do help every so often, remembering different ways to say, this is what I'm working on and this is how I'm trying to make myself a better person is always a good thing.
And see, here's the other thing, and I love that you actually saying that phrase, because a lot of people will say, hey, I'm trying to make myself a better person, and not realizing that in order to make yourself a better person, you got to realize that you might not be the best person in the world. And people be like, yeah, I'm going to make myself a better person just by going around telling people how great I already But here is the thing that the reason why I brought up in the monologue, sometimes we gatekeep ourselves. Sometimes we get in our own way, and we often start telling ourselves things that we don't need to hear. Not necessarily bad things, but like settlement things. So a lot of people miss when they look at the story of the rich young ruler in Matthew 19, 20, 20 to 23, is that, Jesus was out teaching, and the guy came up to him and he had told himself that he was righteous. So a lot of people think that when the rich young ruler walks up and says, hey, Jesus, what must I do to, inherit eternal life? On the surface, he looks like a seeker. He looks like somebody who's coming out trying to really find eternal life. But what you don't realize is he's actually trying to get Jesus to confirm his own self-righteousness. Because the first thing that he says to him, well, hey, if you're keeping the law and the commandments, if you're obeying your mother and father, you love your neighbor as yourself, then you should be fine. He was like, man, I've been doing that since my youth. So he was waiting on that, attaboy, you're in. And Jesus was like, you still got one less thing to do. Get rid of all of your riches, sell all your stuff, give it to the poor, and you can follow me. And he walked away sorrowful because the one thing that he couldn't give up was the thing that he identified himself with, was his riches. And a lot of times that's what usually ends up happening whenever we are trying to push toward a goal or push toward the next level in our life. And when it's time for stuff to get sacrificed, we're willing to give up everything but that thing that we really don't want to give up. You know what I mean? It's like you want to run a business, but you think every day is 9 to 5. You got to have your housewives of Atlanta time, in the afternoon, or you want to lose weight. You think the diet pills and the Burger King, you still trying to get you crystals from salad, thinking that you're gonna, go to the gym 2 times a week, but because you don't want to get out your own way. You cream puffing it. You would be an awesome you would be an awesome warrior mash if you could just step away from the cream puffs. But a lot of times we would take our inner monologue and we would tell ourselves, why I gotta do all that? You mean to tell me I'm already, doing what my parents tell me to do? I'm already honoring God. But now you're telling me I gotta give up the thing that I worked so hard for. I gotta give up the thing. You know why I gotta do all that? And what we usually do is we'll go and we'll find people who are trying to affirm the foolishness that we are already in and we never progress. Oh, girl, you doing good. Don't let nobody tell you you gotta do more. Knowing doggone well for you to elevate yourself, you gotta do more. Yeah. You'll find people that be like, yo, give up all your riches. You ain't got to give up all your riches. You know what I mean? You can help some people out knowing doggone well God was the one who appointed you to be the one to come and be the resource for that community. But you will sit up there and get in your own way because God is requiring something of you that it's hard for us to give up, and it's usually ourself. I'm gonna confess, I ain't necessarily the greatest people person. But the job that I chose involves people, not just regular people, but church people. And a lot of times I have to sacrifice my incel of a self, even sometimes sacrificing the feelings that I'm feeling. It's always seemed how you always got the most encouraging words for other people, but you going through something. You got the most encouraging words for other people, but you like, where's mine? But here's the one thing, like I want, here's the impact from home. Here is the land. You got to move yourself out of the way. You've got to be willing to try something different. You got to be willing to take that advice that you don't want to hear. You know how it is, man. What's usually the one thing somebody always say when they want you to tell them something that you want to hear? I already know what you're gonna say, Vanessa.
Don't do it like that. But yeah, sometimes you can kind of work yourself up into a inner, you work yourself into it and say, hey, I'm going to stay here. And anytime someone says anything to me, it's going to affirm what I already think. It's not going to change my mind. It's just, they agree with me. And no, that's not always the case. Sometimes you got to wash your ears. Facts. And listen.
And a lot of reasons why a lot of people find themselves stagnant in their walk with Christ or stagnant in whatever journey that they're following is because they're too busy trying to get somebody to affirm stuff, to affirm their own mess. The rich young ruler wasn't looking for Jesus to, to give him the secret. He was waiting for him to say, hey, you doing a good job. You ain't got to do nothing more than where you at. You ain't got to change. You have arrived. And a lot of times when you see yourself as the best that you can be, you're not willing to take some type of criticism of somebody else. You in your own way. You in your own way. Usually it takes somebody else coming in your house to tell you that your house smells like feet. Because you done grown nose blind, to the own odor in your house. It takes somebody else to come to the dinner table and realize that you may have an unhealthy relationship with your siblings and how y'all talk to each other because, you hear it all the time. And it's hard sometimes to get up off of your butt and do stuff. I'm talking to myself now because you feel like you already doing enough. And it usually takes for Jesus to come in there and be like, oh, so you already doing the bare minimum. Here is what I need you to do. I need you to become a living sacrifice, give up yourself, and follow me. And then what this man don't even realize is that he wasn't just in his way of eternal life, but he literally could have been one of the 12. This dude literally had a chance to be a part of the crew. You couldn't get past your riches and end up becoming an apostle. You literally could have been one of the 12, but because you couldn't separate yourself from yourself, you couldn't separate yourself from your riches because you already had a standard of righteousness built up around yourself, you missed a grand opportunity. You got to get out of your way in order to get to some stuff. Don't worry about getting everybody else out of your way. Get you out the way first. Get you out the way first. Get your pride out the way. Get your stubbornness out the way. Get your hard-headedness out the way. Because the only thing that you're going to keep doing is bruising your forehead if you keep hitting it up against the wall. And this has been your impactful moment brought to you by Kingdom Builders and Faith Under Construction. Where no matter where you are in your life, our faith is always under construction.
Y'all, hopefully you've been impacted. If not, where you at? What's going on?
You ain't got no soul if you wasn't impacted.
CJ, we're not doing that.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you ain't clapping,
last week we weren't even.
If you ain't clapping, you
We're making it. Hopefully you're making it too. Be prepared for the third act of the Impact Radio Show where we cut the fool even more.
Yes.
You don't want to miss it.
Post spring break shenanigans.
See you after the break.
I wish y'all could see us doing the electric slide in the studio.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my fault. I still can't do the electric slide. Did that put my black card in jeopardy?
I'm not gonna answer that.
You know what? It's not. But hey, y'all, we on this happy birthday edition of the Impact Radio Show, celebrating the one and only Miss Do and Talk, and we about to have this happy birthday Do and Talk rundown of our events or just some of our silly ramblings.
Most definitely.
We definitely want to encourage you guys to check us out on YouTube, check us out on Facebook, check us out on Instagram, the Impact Radio Show. The stream is brought to you by Hollywood Productions, and we appreciate all the great things that Sean has been doing. She's doing some community nights up at the Ritz. They're doing some movie nights.
Yes.
I was stalking her TikTok today, and they was up there actually having a lip sync battle, and Sean is silly. I just want you to know.
The Ritz writers are back in full effect. I think they need some people to start auditioning for some things coming up. So please, please, please tap in for Hollywood Production, all the great stuff she's got going on for the community.
Definitely. And one thing I can say about Sean, man, Sean don't never stop.
Yeah, I think the third Sunday of the month is the free day at the Ritz. You can go in and go into the museum for free.
Yes. She got some good programming.
Community programming going on there. She's the face and the force behind all the community programming going on up there. Yes. So please go and support. That's what you guys want. You want to be able to use the Ritz. So Sean is there holding the gap for us, and we are thankful to her.
Yes. So we got some events going on and some stuff going on. Though everybody's still kind of in their spring break hangover. I know I'm still in my spring break hangover. Y'all can kind of hear it in our voices. The kids is back home, and we stopped missing them just as much as quick as we missed them.
No, never that. No, I got to clean the floors for our spring break, which was really lovely. Anyway, yeah, there's plenty of events going on. There's a free day. There's the greatest chalkboard art festival is happening this weekend out in James Weldon Johnson Park. The Saturday, and then there's also a free mocha day. So so you just got to register. Already registered the 7 of us to be out there on Saturday just to go walk through the museums. Nice little picnic weather.
Yeah, we got to get the chalk van back up and running. You can't have a chalk thing without the chalk van.
We sure do. The Cats Lounge is happening. Those of you that go out to Kickback Castro Pub. Also tomorrow at 10 is the Gullah State Summit here in Florida. It is out at the Ritz Theater. Tickets are $30. Well, you ladies might like it. There's going to be a 7th annual Girl Power Car Show happening at 1000 DePaul Drive, 32218. Go check that out. Saturday.
Girl Car Show.
2 p.m. Look, all those little, what are those ducks? The yellow ducks.
Yellow ducks.
You know what I'm talking about? They have the little bath ducks on everybody's Jeep now.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So why not? They could have all kinds of stuff. Why not? Anyway, there's another summer camp experience tomorrow at 4 p.m. at Highlands Public Library. Please bring your kiddos out so they can learn a little bit more and get involved. Bingo. Old Suit Tail Court. 6242 Old Sutel Court this Sunday at 3 p.m.
That definitely sounds like you with the old lady action. Bingo, having your little treasure trolls.
And the Epilepsy Alliance Power of the Local Walk the Talk. That's happening this Saturday, 8 a.m. at the Jacksonville Zoo. No, we're not. Salute to the female veterans at post 197 this Saturday at 12179 Benedict Road, 32209. Go salute the local lady veterans. Boy, I love Women's History Month. Got a lot of good stuff.
When is Man History Month?
Every other month.
Did you say every other month? You know what? Speaking of some craziness going on while you're looking, did you see the video of Never Would Have Made It Marvin Sapp trying to collect $40,000 from the congregation? Told the ushers to close the door.
He did that.
Yes, told.
I always joke about people doing that.
He told the ushers to close the door. Joker tallied up how many people was on the live. It was like, if everybody in here plus the people on the live get $20, we gonna hit this $40,000. It's to close the door part. That got me.
We're not.
Oh,
we're not
man.
Close the door. Y'all finna be arrested.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
This is a shakedown.
Listen. When I hear situations like that, that we can't be all reading the same book, and I'm gonna leave it right there.
You're so foolish. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Max Leggett Parkway, there's learn new ways to manage pain. It's a workshop teaching you how pain affects the body in multiple ways to manage pain. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., 15255 Max Leggett Parkway, 32218. And let's see if my friends got some events coming up that they didn't invited me to.
Yes.
That I need to go to. Well, we know that the Jazz Poetry Cafe is happening tomorrow at 7. And the Youth Angler Spring Cohort is starting this Saturday at 7. That's what our girl Sharonda. I love her to death. It's gonna be hard to get me out there at 7 o'clock in the morning with the kids.
Facts.
But to teach them to fish with you, girl, I'll try and do anything.
Yeah, we think we got our anglers badges at one.
We do.
Yeah.
Melanin Market is coming up June 14th, so please get that in your science, get that in your brain. Get prepared. The Jazz Festival will be here sooner rather than later. That's May 22nd. Kenny G coming back May 7th. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Reggae Sunday.
Hey, we might be pulling up on Reggae Sunday. Hey, and before I forget, location and time to be announced will start next month, every second and fourth. Saturday morning. Iron Man, Men Under Construction, we're going to be getting together and having some conversations, that we can have with the wives anyway about what it's really like being a brother, a saved brother, or just a brother in general in this current environment, creating a safe place for men to have conversations and, bond and like the word says, iron sharpeneth iron, and the iron sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. And that ain't necessarily a smooth thing, because how iron sharpen iron is it clash. And sometimes, you need to let us, masculine out so we can shape each other's character. Which I've always been trying to figure out. I ain't doing no vision boards with a whole bunch of guys. Like we got a couple of something else, because I just can't see a bunch, especially Rocket Glue and King Kong.
Drop it in the chat. Leave a comment below on the YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram chat. Drop it on there.
Yeah, we need vision board and stuff for guys.
What does guys do? Because I was just saying, throw darts at a poster board and see where it lands. It's got to be something extreme.
Throw darts.
Y'all like team building activities. Rather, I don't know. I don't know what the individual. Because but guys like painting. Like, you think about what y'all liked in elementary school. Y'all like clay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get messy.
I was definitely that kid getting in trouble for doing DX symbols, but in school. So yeah, wrestling is always so fun.
Oh, to our writers and producers, thank you to Opio for the headlines and to the Florida Star for all their help. Thank you to DJ AJ and the Victory Station crew. We appreciate you. Thank you to Reverend CJ for the impactful moment, for all your moments and studying and whatnot. Thankful to you guys for listening, for always hanging tight with us on a Thursday, whether it's a bouncy Thursday or one of these slow,
these kids
calm
back home Thursdays
that we have right now. And that's all.
That's it. All
Till
right.
next week.
Till next week. Happy birthday, baby. We see y'all next time.
Thank you, baby. See y'all next week. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday.
To the left, to the right.